She really hates him, it's really true.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. We were having a little disagreement before this, but we're going to try to bury it and have a great podcast. I on this podcast have a couple thank yous and just some thank yous, and maybe you have some thank yous you like to thank, different. I'll do my first thank you, and then if you see or you hear something that will trigger you into doing a thank you, you know what I mean? From what I'm saying, do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I like to thank you, and he said don't mention him, so I'm not going to say his name. But this guy sent me a birthday present, which was very nice of him.
Our birthday angel.
Our birthday angel. Sent Raina one, but we didn't open it.
Sent me one first, then you complained about it on the podcast.
But I really didn't
you didn't
complain.
get one. Then he sent one to you. Then he sent one to Raina.
Yeah, we can't.
Same amount.
We're not going to mention his name. We didn't open Raina's till Raina's birthday, right? He said,
No, she already opened it. She
ripped
that
didn't.
shit open, and yes.
Are you serious?
Oh, no, I'm joking. Of course she did. What do you mean? Don't you know your child?
Yeah, but it was not till her birthday. Anyhow, thank you. It's very nice of you. I guess it's like people that pay for Patreon. We don't have Patreon. And a guy that just appreciates our podcast. Thank you for the birthday present, and thank you for Raina's. Okay. Can't mention names or initials. Right? He said.
Okay, just move on. You did it. Hey, guy, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Hey, person who listens to our podcast and enjoys it and send us money, thank you. There.
Birthday presents. He didn't just send us money. There was a theme behind it.
Well, listen, we don't have a Patreon, so anyone out there who wants to send us money, go ahead and do it. There. Done.
Oh, they could do it to what? My Venmo or PayPal or?
Sure.
I mean, we still have Patreon. We don't use it.
All right. I can't take it anymore.
All right, relax. I'm trying to get things going and get into a groove. We just started. What,
Look at me. What is it? That?
What?
It's like a really, massive blackhead, man. You gotta fucking pick that shit out.
Oh. And now, last night, Bonnie and I were going to go do a little shopping. And my front tire, you could see...
Wait, whoa. We're going to do a little shopping. Then you go to the tire.
Well, I'm going to say what happened, why we didn't go shopping.
Well, first of all, we weren't going to go do a little shopping. We were killing some time. We didn't know what to do. Rich hates being in the house.
No,
so,
I like being when I'm doing work and stuff.
Okay, so you wanted to go to...
Target or Walmart or somewhere.
It was Walmart. Okay. So we're about to drive to Walmart. You're like, hey, what's this light on my car?
Yeah.
I say, it's the tire. No, it's not.
I said it could be. You're right. Because you had that on your car, and I had that on my old car. So I pull into Quick Check where there's a free air pump. Love that air pump there. And I notice a little screw or nail in my tire. So I said, let's not go to Walmart. Let's go to the supermarket and Lowe's. And we got a couple things at Lowe's. And we looked. We want to put a new... Our toilet was so dirty and so rusty.
Why are you bringing...
I'm trying
you
to
have
tell...
nothing else?
Yes, I'm going to get into what I'm saying.
Oh, my God.
I'm leading.
But how is this please explain to me that... If you're listening to something and the guy starts listing off things that he did the night before, none of it interesting, none of it going anywhere. Well, we decided we might, basically we were bored, and then we were like, what can we possibly do? Oh yeah, our toilet needs to be fixed. It's got all rust in it, and now you're talking about the
We bought Solution.
Oh my God!
I'm trying to lead into something.
What is it? Okay, let me sit back and see what amazing story this is going to lead into. Go ahead.
So, I go to Quick Check and to fill, and I see a little screw in there.
No, you already said that part.
Oh, okay.
Fast forward.
So I didn't want to drive the Walmart in case there was a slow leak.
You already said that part. You're in Lowe's looking at stuff to fix the toilet.
So I went to Lowe's. I bought some solution.
Help me, someone. Save me from this.
No, I bought...
Save me from this podcast.
Save me from this life.
Welcome to this podcast where I listen to my husband tell me fucking boring shit I already lived through.
I'm not telling you. I'm telling the
I know, but
listeners.
I have to hear it.
Well, I'm leading into something.
I love how you asked the guy at Lowe's, what can clean the toilet? Then he goes in, and then you asked him to show you how to clean the toilet.
No, are you stupid?
Like he had just given a TED talk on toilet cleaning.
I bought some. No, see, that's where you're wrong. And Bonnie, here's Bonnie. Well, let's just go buy a new toilet. Well, no, it's a pain in the ass to put a toilet, and I could do it. I have a little bit of skill.
Oh yeah, you can do it. There's nothing you can't do. I don't even think you have to say that on the podcast anymore. You
see all the work I do around here and get
I just said you can do it.
I'll pull your shirt over. So, look at us. We're both sitting like fucking. Anyhow.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Nothing. Can I explain and get to where I'm going and then we can move on?
No.
So we went to Lowe's. Bonnie's like, let's look at some solutions, try to clean out the toilet because it's just rust stains, which I almost have it done. But he gave me this, it's not a sandpaper.
Pumice stone.
What's it called?
A pumice stone.
Is that what that thing was called?
No, I just made that up and just thought you wouldn't notice.
How do you remember that?
Shut the fuck up!
How do you remember that?
He said it when he handed it to you.
What's it called?
A pumice stone.
I guarantee that's not what it's called, but...
Oh my God!
No, I already opened it, so you can't get it. I already took the wrapper off. I started using it.
Oh my God! Why would you not believe it? That's
Rich,
the thing.
who would remember that?
Wrong. This is the thing. Rich is wrong all the time.
Okay, if it's not exactly a pumice stone, then you're wrong.
Okay, then I'll suck your cock on the podcast. How about that?
Oh, you will?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's see this. You heard that, folks. And if it's not, and if you're right, I'll go down on you on the podcast.
How to use a pumice stone?
That's pumice.
Okay.
Okay, a pumice stone. So anyhow, we got this pumice stone, and all I did was ask him.
And if you're wrong, I forgot to tell you this. You get a hit.
That's what? That's
violence,
spousal abuse.
So sucking your cock.
Really. Raina's parents and friends listen to this.
I don't give one shit. The fact that I have to do this podcast at all is already the most embarrassing thing in my life.
So I just asked, does it, whatever. So he gave me pumice stone tips. Bonnie was looking at toilets. So here's what I'm leading into.
I love looking at toilets. This is one of my favorite things to do. Sometimes I just go window shopping for toilets.
Oh, yeah, she did. She goes, let me go check online the difference.
No, I wanted to see if it would deliver to your house, and they do.
So, anyhow, this morning I woke up early. I go, let me go get my tire fixed because there was a little screw in it, Wait,
where's the big finish? Is it not done yet?
Can I get finished?
Okay, wait. I don't know what happened. Was it aliens or?
So I take the tire.
There was some kind of ogre involved.
I take my car.
Shooting? What happened? Okay.
Well, I had time in between. I had to do a radio interview this morning.
I heard that.
In Connecticut.
I heard you saying I don't know what they asked you, but then I heard you go, oh, that was when I was in the circus and I was the unicyclist in the circus. Why were you saying that?
Because we're working in a tent this Sunday.
Oh, well, I didn't hear anyone laughing.
How could you? They're on the other end of the phone. How would you hear that?
Oh, because you only talk on the phone on speakerphone.
But I didn't on this one.
No.
So.
Well, he got me there, folks. Well, you watched it. He totally... he called my number on that one. He made me see the light. He He held my feet to the fire on that one, didn't he, folks?
So, I took my car this morning to get to to Mavis.
Yes.
And
wait, you already went, and then you had the radio interview after. Is this one of those flashback things? Is it that good of a story that you had to do the flashback?
Well, I didn't finish to Mavis. This is what I'm breaking down to. Because here's the deal.
But wait, what? What happened?
We used to go across the street to this place, Hancock. And we knew all the guys there.
What's Hancock? For tires?
Yeah, the Hancock, it was the tire place.
Oh, right. Okay. We used to go to the Hancock for the tire place.
And they sold it and got rid of all the people we knew there.
Oh, my God.
Because we would just
And now what is it? Now what is it? Is this what the story is?
I'm getting.
Okay.
So, all the guys that worked there.
Worth the wait, folks. Let's
knew us, and we would just take our cars in. They go, if it was minor, they go, let us hook it up right now or do whatever, And I always tipped them. So they got a new owner and fired all the people we knew. So now I go across the street to Mavis, where I've gone there before back in the day. They know I pulled in today, and the guy behind the counter said, "Oh, you might have to leave your car. It'll be the end of the day or whatever." Oh. And then the manager who knew me, because
I still there. I thought everybody left.
No, this is across the street at Mavis in Hillsboro. Mavis and Hillsboro, next to
okay, it's all right. It's
Pet
all right.
Rocks. He said, "Nah, get him in now." It's just a quick thing.
I thought it was called Pet Rocks.
It was Pet Rocks. It was a little, they just had to plug a little thing in the tire, and the guy knew me, and I was talking to the kid behind the counter, and the bill was like, first of all, they knocked it out in no time. I go, oh shit, it's already done. It's like $27, and I tipped him $10 to the guy behind the counter, and $10 to the other, $20 on 27. But you see, if you throw a little something their way, they take care of you. But just I told them I plug them on the podcast. Thank you, Mavis, in Hillsboro, and they just knocked it out in no time, and they're all nice there, like the new owners. The new owners across the street at Hancock.
But what happened?
I just want to say that, it was...
You only brought up this whole thing so you could say you tipped 20 on 27?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God.
That's how people take care of you. You take care of them.
They didn't know that you were going to take care of them, though.
Yeah, they knew. Last time I was in there, I gave them free CDs.
Oh, well. Hey, this guy gives out CDs. Does anybody have a CD player? No. But my table's a little wobbly, so let's get to him. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Oh, really? The old table wobbly CD joke?
Well, what? Like, who is fucking excited about a CD?
Yeah, so Rich Voss, I signed him.
Oh, my God. You guys, this will be worth nothing one day. Come on, let's go. Let's get him.
Does your chest, it feels, do you ever get like a spasm in it?
Hey, this guy's giving out cassette tapes. Come on, guys.
No, there was CDs, not cassette tapes. Oh, you tried it.
I'm going to punch you in the face.
Do you ever get spasm like in your chest? It goes. It's not your heart. You wouldn't hear your heart.
This guy's giving out VHS tapes. Come on, guys.
Oh, giving out VHS.
I couldn't think of any other. Hey, guys, this guy's giving out faxes. Let's go.
I wonder if I have it. Like, it's a spasm. Like, it goes sometimes. Like, you ever get that in your chest?
Yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah, everybody gets it all the time, everywhere.
Oh.
Your body's not a fucking perfect machine. There's little bloops and bloops.
Well, if it was a...
You say to yourself, body, stop doing that. Then it'll stop doing it. Say it to yourself right now.
Bonnie, stop talking.
No.
I mean, body, stop doing that. I don't know if I'm ever having a heart attack.
Hey, this guy's giving out landlines. Come on, guys. Let's go get him. Come on. You ruined a fucking great comedy bit with your, oh my chest. That could have been a fucking clip.
I was getting onto a new subject. Sorry.
You're great at figuring out what's hilarious. Get right into the mic. No, right into the mic. You were like just slightly off the mic on that one. Are you right into the mic? Come on. Take off your windsock if you really want to get it smacking in there.
My windsock? What are you talking about, a windsock? What are you fucking talking about?
What are you fucking about?
A windsock?
You've never heard that term. You've been a comedian for how long? You've never heard that term.
No one's ever said windsock.
No one's ever said it?
Not in the history of my life.
Okay.
Oh, these things, the windsock. I didn't. Yeah, I forgot what the windsock.
Oh my God!
It's very. They call it.
So have people said it before?
Yeah,
have people said it before? Have people said windsock before?
They might have. I never heard it, but I know
you
it.
Never heard it. You have now. You see.
Okay, yeah, I've heard it. I heard it. Yeah.
Okay, so what just happened there? You made a
mistake.
Now, when people make a mistake and they berate the other person,
I didn't berate you. What did I say?
You don't know what berate means either?
Yeah.
You don't know what berate means?
Yeah, it's what you wear in your head if you're a green beret.
You're a green beret. When you said, no one's ever heard of windsock, that's a berate. I didn't know how to say it. That's berating, okay?
Well,
then when some people do that, they make a mistake and they yell at the other person, what do?
They say, you were right.
And
I was wrong. And
it starts with an S.
Oh. And I'm going to see that I never do this again.
ORRY.
Oh, and I'm sorry for making that mistake.
There you go. Oh, boy, that was so hard.
I tell Raina to say she's sorry, and she goes, why? I don't mean it.
Who?
Raina, when I go say you're sorry, if she curses, she goes, why? I don't mean it. I'm just saying it.
Well, then you're being a terrible father if she's talking back to you like that.
Well, what are you going to do? I say
what are you going to do? You're going to punish her. This is the problem. You're all bark, no bite.
That's not true.
Sorry, but it's true. I go and she says stuff to me and I go, give me your phone. I put it away. There's consequences. With you, we could just ignore you. Could you just walk around yelling? We just ignore you.
Giving me stress.
Oh, is it stressful to yell at people? Is it stressful to yell at people when you're wrong? I bet it is.
I yelled at you? When did I yell at you?
Nobody's ever heard of a windsock.
I didn't yell like that. Don't exaggerate.
How many times were you wrong on this podcast?
Today?
Pumice. Wrong.
Hummus?
Oh my God.
Hummus?
When
did you say hummus? Are you stupid? When did you say hummus?
Pumice.
Oh, pumice.
Oh my God. How many times are you going to be wrong? It must be horrible. You want to be right? But you refuse to learn things, so it's harder for you.
It's not harder for me. I pick stuff up like that, and I store it in my memory bank, and I move on.
Oh my God! Except for pumice, except for the word pumice and the word windsock. By the way, I honestly don't know if it's called pumice or pumice.
We watched.
I think it's pumice.
Did you like that movie we watched last night? You could talk about it.
I don't want to talk about the movie. You know what I want to talk about?
What now?
I want to talk about The Shed. And
we already covered The Shed.
Did we cover it? Because you keep posting videos about how you made the shed and how you did all the put down the pavers, and you even use the word pavers when you're talking in your.
I didn't say pavers. I said brick.
Oh.
I said laid a brick. I didn't say pavers.
Yeah, and as I wrote on your Instagram, I may have to write a tell-all book on the making of the shed because my name is never mentioned. You're never like, hey, Bonnie screwed every screw in.
That's not true. I screwed a lot. I brought out my gun, my screw gun. Okay, so we screwed. You did more. I screwed the ceiling.
Who started every screw?
Every screw. You didn't start the ceiling. The roof. I was doing those.
Rich, let's say give a percentage. Would you say 80 or 90%
I would say 3 out of 5 you did.
Richard. Okay, so everyone knows that you're obviously lying. Because that's how you do it. You overcompensate yourself.
I don't understand.
You always act like you did more than you actually did. And everyone knows that. So that's okay. If you said 3 out of 5, everyone actually knows it's more like 9 out of 10.
No, come on, let's not get crazy. You didn't do 9 out of 10, but you did a lot. I was very happy,
Okay, so more than half, and still no mention of me on any of your videos about the shed, about the landscaping around the shed, I mean, is it
now
that
you know how I
important to-
feel when people say women aren't funny, the movie you made, and they never mention my name ever, and you never correct them. Go, oh no, we made it. So now
It felt like I made it since I sat in editing every single day.
Yeah, but I was
and
involved
you were
in
on the golf course calling me. Would you edit today?
listen,
I tell people 100% that you gave all the money.
and I didn't help. I didn't help get to celebrities. In
You
it.
definitely did. Yes,
and I gave
yes.
some ideas. So
yes,
we made
but
the movie
made
together.
it.
We made the movie
Okay,
together.
right.
It
right.
takes different.
The way
things.
we made the shed together.
Well, it's the same when people, and I don't get mad. I mean,
The
Bonnie.
shed is equal to if you were saying women aren't funny, was you and didn't mention me. The shed's the same thing. The same percentages. You paid for it. You told me what to do a lot of times, erroneously.
I got 9 out of 10 of the.
And by the way, I would never bring this stuff up.
Yeah.
I'm not that crazy about like, oh, I want people to know I made the shed. It's just
I'm not crazy
it's
about.
fascinating to me that you're like.
Fascinating.
It's
Go ahead.
absolutely fascinating to me that you would not be like Bonnie made most of this shed.
I didn't.
Instead, you're like, I made this shed.
Who on the inside? Who brought everything in? Put the wood.
I didn't say
up?
you didn't help.
So there's so many different parts of it. I built a brick wall around that. Right.
Nobody said that you didn't do anything.
Okay, so we both did a lot. We both did a lot. It was a lot of work, and it came out great. What Bonnie did was great.
I'm not trying to get extra credit. I'm trying to get any credit. You understand?
All right, the next video, I'm going to throw you in.
No, I don't even want it. I can't believe like it's and that you're arguing and fighting about it, and then
I'm
you
not
wouldn't be
arguing
like,
and
ha
fighting.
ha ha. It's kind of funny that I don't mention you or
Well, it is.
whatever.
I
It
mean,
is.
it's
I
my-
would respect that more. But
It's-
you're like, well, I did this and I did that. It's weird.
Here's the thing.
And also, if you say "here's the thing" one more time, I swear to God, I'm gonna rip that fucking cheap tank top off your body. Also, what happened to the tank tops that you made me fucking take 1.5 inches off the sides?
Only one.
You made me so.
It's too tight. I took too much off it. It was only $5, so.
You made me tailor a $5 tank top. Think about that.
I didn't make you tailor. I made you so like. I didn't make you. I
That's
asked
a
you.
tailoring. What do you
I
think
asked
that
you.
is? There's something I've been wanting to tell you since high school.
What?
You got white on the corner of your mouth. That's a Mark Cohen joke.
Yeah, maybe you can quote all your ex-boyfriends.
He was very funny.
Not funnier than I am.
It's apples and oranges. He also never made me tailor his fucking tank tops.
Yeah, because he didn't wear
Shut
them.
up! Don't be mean. What?
I wasn't. He didn't wear
Oh my
tank tops.
God. Yeah, because
Oh.
he's not full white trash.
Want me to show you the next tattoo I'm getting? I'll show you guys. I put it on Instagram last night.
I mean, if the Nazis ever take over again, you'll be safe.
I'm getting this one, Moses smashing the 10 Commandments.
You're so fucking stupid. Like, you're not even religious.
Do it without a glare.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There. You like that on my back?
No.
You don't like it?
A, you're not religious. I don't like a religious iconography, and
Well, I was going to get this or the Serenity prayer on my back.
that I also don't like. You're too into like these like weird. I live my life by these rules.
No, I try to. Just for today. Here's one I like. Let it be. Right here. Let it be.
Yeah, it's like it's weird, and then you got like a half naked girl playing golf. It's like, what the fuck?
It's not half naked. She's got a whole dress on. I wanted to get that from the Queen song. It's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise.
But why would you put that on your body?
'Cause I like the
want
song.
people to know I had a hard life, and you know who I want to know it most of all? Me. I'm a victim.
I'm not a victim.
Well, that's what you're putting on your fucking
no,
body.
I'm saying I've overcome a lot of.
So then you say I overcome a lot. You don't say it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. Although I've been on a couple pleasure cruises, and we do have a bed of roses out front that I planted.
Ugh, you're such a boat act.
Oh, you're putting fucking boat act on your body.
It's Queen, a song from Queen.
understand where it's from. Thank you. Who would, you're like, I'm against victimness, but you're such a victim.
I'm never a victim. I don't play the victim role. You play the victim role way more than me. Girls, and it's so tough for women.
I don't say that. I never do.
You never said it's tough for women? You always say it's a male's club?
I do say that people come to see male comedians. That's
You
fair.
don't say throughout history it's been a male's club?
That's just a fact. I'm not saying it's
not
like
in comedy.
I always say I'm lucky that I'm good at it.
The other night we came to a conclusion that back in the day women probably worked more than they do now or something. I mean,
no, not now.
Well,
at some point in the 90s maybe.
I mean, women. I think in comedy, if you're funny, I mean, it might be a little tougher obstacles, but cream. You ever hear this one? The cream always rises.
But that's not true.
When does the cream sit at the bottom?
Well, as a farmer, I think I can answer this question. No, listen, if the club always catered to women of color and trans women, trans men, LGBTQ people, okay, so let's say that's who's coming to the shows. Every night, packing them in, okay? Right? Now, you got to go up in that club every night. You get a spot, 9 o'clock, and make that audience laugh. Do you think you're going to do as well as someone who is more connected to that audience?
I think I will do as well because I think I know how to adapt to any situation. And you think you will, but no, I know I will.
You think it might be harder than doing
not
the stand?
Not for me. No, not for me because
Rich, you even said at certain clubs that they're too politically correct. That's the thing you complain about most.
Yeah, they are politically correct.
Well, what if this audience is very politically correct?
But I still adapt to it. I know I have enough material.
It's hard to have a conversation with you because you're so unwilling. Okay, let's take you out of it because you're obviously a narcissist and you can't fucking.
No, I'm just a good comic that can adapt.
I'm not saying you're not a good comic. I'm saying, do you suppose speaking to people in New Jersey who love Rich Voss, it's an easier audience than speaking to people who do not love Rich Voss and are into a different style of comedy? You can't even agree to that?
No, because here's, can I explain
Let's just say that's
how do you get people to love you? By going up and having new people see you
so then you're
doing well.
Are you going to change your material, though?
I'll mix it up. I have material that's not offensive. That's
okay. So you're gonna change a little bit of your material in order to make this audience happy.
When I work at a casino,
can you honestly just stop?
Can you listen to me? Because you don't understand.
Working at a casino, how is that?
Because I'm going to open.
Oh, it's all LGBTQ
no,
there.
I'm going to open.
Right.
No, I'm going to open with gambling material there that I wouldn't do in a club.
Okay.
So I have.
Are you going to do your bid at the LGBTQ club where you say, it must be nice to be in a gay marriage because then you can hit your spouse?
No.
No, you think they'll cheer that one?
I wouldn't do that one.
You wouldn't do that one. Okay.
So I adapt.
Okay, so you'll adapt. Yes. Okay, so this is my point. Thank you very much. It took us a long time to get there. But do you suppose that people who aren't
good?
No.
Oh.
There are women, LGBT, whatever. There's other styles of comedy that come to the stand that Janine Garofalo, let's say, there are people that have to adapt all the time in order to get that audience, which is a very bro audience a lot of times, to like them. True or false?
I know.
Yes, they have to adapt.
Don't answer me. Janine does not. Janine does what Janine does.
Right.
No matter what. No
right,
matter
but
what
she would do much better in the other club that I mentioned.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Right?
But she's that type of comic.
And is she a good comic or not?
I think she's a great comic.
Okay, but she still would do much better,
yes,
most likely,
well,
in the other club.
everybody's going to do better with their fan base.
Yes, okay.
Everybody.
So
but
when you say, okay, but yes, good comics will adapt, but it's easier for some people to go through the club system because those audiences are expecting or they like or they prefer a certain kind of comedy because that's what they're used to. There's not a whole fucking shitload of,
I think
the other kind of crowd coming to a regular comedy club because they're like, oh well, all these comics on there are not for me.
Well, here's the
Do you understand what I'm saying?
As many clubs as there was in New York for traditional comedy like the Stand, the Cellar, there was just as many alternative clubs throughout the city that we didn't do or we don't even know about,
right,
that were doing shows too.
Yes, but those clubs were not paying people. The only clubs that were paying people a living wage and barely,
well, it's not living wage,
in New York you can make a living wage, is the New York comedy clubs. Now, so a certain style of comic could advance in that system. If you were playing the other clubs, you had to have some kind of wealth behind you in order to move along.
Or you did so well in those clubs like Pete Holmes, Eugene Merman.
Well, you had to have some alternative source of income.
Where you pulled your own.
But you just picked three cis white males.
No, didn't I pick two males and I didn't finish? And Janine.
Yes, two. Okay, but I'm saying like you still
Maria
picked
Bamford.
two.
That's where they built from there.
Maria Bamford did it in clubs.
Yeah, and in those clubs, and then they started selling out theaters. So those clubs led to bigger things more than the traditional clubs led to bigger things. Traditional clubs, there were so many comics. Yeah, you were making that living. But
I'm not saying you can't make it if you're a different kind of comic. All I'm saying is that when the initial discussion, when you said it's harder for women or whatever, that I said that, I'm just explaining my point that in the clubs it is tougher for certain acts than other acts in the club system. If people do well outside of the clubs and go on tour and have big audiences, great. I never said that couldn't happen.
Well, and also the traditional clubs have 1,000 theme shows too, where the alternative clubs didn't have. It was just either alternative or nothing. But you could go into a Caroline's or a stand-up or wherever, and they would have LGBTQ night, or they would have urban night. So the regular clubs was more versatile and more open to different shows than the alternative clubs. It's just no alternative club was saying, "Oh, tonight is prop night," or "Tonight is this." It was just alternative comedy. So there were more
alternative to what?
It was just more of a different, like the Lower Village, Luna Lounge, and those type of places. Those were the shows. But at least at the traditional clubs, they gave you a variety of different shows. So, and sometimes which you were against, but they had all female shows, or they had the, I don't know, around the holidays, the Jewish shows around Christmas. So, I think the traditional clubs gave more people more of an opportunity than the alternative clubs. And if you have anything to say on that, you would probably say, you know what, you're right about that.
You're right about that. Let's move on.
Do you see my point?
I see your point. I don't think theme shows is necessarily a great way to create diversity in a club.
No, but it brings in a different audience.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good start.
There you have it. Anything you want to bring up? What's going on around the house?
Oh my God, you're so boring. You're so boring. Have you not read any news or anything that you could talk about? What?
Major hurricanes going through Tampa. Last night, I thought our house or all the trees were going to blow over.
Did you go check and see if the shed leaked?
No. I'm going to.
Last time it rained, it didn't.
Oh, I did. It knocked over the plants. I got to go work on those. And, it blew those plants over. They were they're pretty heavy. Mm-hmm. It blew them over. I got to put the dirt back into one. And I didn't, I'm going to go check. Where we did the brick, or mainly you did the brick in the front, it kind of goes like this a little. So that's full of water.
Oh no.
Yeah, but that's all right.
We should have.
What, leveled it? Mm-hmm. Well, we did to a certain extent. I mean, what the fuck? We're not masons. We did, it looks great. We did a great job. When I put the rock down under the shed, the whole thing, so the water.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. We only did 36 minutes.
That's good for people.
What?
They got shit to do.
Do 4 more minutes at least. This goes on radio.
I hate that.
Well, I don't. I like it.
I know. But why don't you just do a podcast by yourself? Then nobody would interrupt you. Nobody would call you on your shit. It would be like beautiful for you. You could just say words wrong all day long. No one would say anything.
Oh, can I tell you this?
No.
So yesterday, and I'm not going to say their names, but it's crazy what people, like I was having a conversation with somebody on IM, right? Or DM.
Instant message, yeah. Direct message.
Direct. And we were talking about golf and comedy, and then that person said, they're both great and both, there's both they both have benefits.
Was that Des?
I'm not saying no.
He put it on his Instagram.
I know, that's what I'm.
But why wouldn't you say his name then? He put it on his Instagram. He said Rich Voss said this.
Yeah, but
who are we keeping it a secret from?
I don't like to put out people's names.
That's so weird.
Well, we were having a conversation on IMs, and I said something funny at the end. But then he put on. People put that kind of stuff on Instagram? Is that stuff people put?
Yes, they take a screenshot of their texts.
Oh, I mean, I was funny. Want me to tell you what I said?
I know what you said because I read the fucking exchange.
The people we were talking about golf and comedy. And
I don't think anyone's going to think this is so funny.
I think it's funny. Des thought it was funny.
Comedy's dying, but golf will be around forever.
No, that's not the funny part. That's true.
Oh.
I said that. Golf is not. He goes, yeah, and they're both fun and both have hardships. So, no, you know what? It's right here. I'll read the whole thing.
But it's not that funny. Like,
it is. My end bit is funny. My last joke. Okay, where?
Someone help me.
Okay.
Good Lord, please help me.
He's asking me about a club that he's down working. He said, "Have you ever played that club?" I go, "Years ago." Then he wrote, "Hopefully it's okay. These clubs can be tough to fill in the summer." Right, which they can be. I said, "Don't worry. In the big scheme, no matter what happens, you're a good golfer." He really is a good golfer. He wrote back, "Ha." And then he wrote, "That's all that matters these days." I go, "Yes. Clubs come and go, but golf will always be around." Voss's words of wisdom. That's not the funny part.
Oh, sorry.
Then he said, "And both comedy and golf brings joy and pain." Mm-hmm. And I wrote, "So true, although I never broke a mic stand."
Oh, right.
Get it? Mm-hmm. Ha, perfect, he wrote. Now, I mean, I was a little funnier. Not than him. He wasn't trying to be. I was just a little funny.
I didn't know that you were writing the DM. Like, I didn't know that was you and him because you wrote Voss's words of wisdom. I thought he was talking to somebody else who said Voss's words of wisdom.
But I didn't know people put those kind of things on.
I've put DMs between us on Instagram.
But isn't that private?
I mean,
we only talked about golf. But
I don't think he's saying it. Are you going to get mad about that?
No, I'm asking. I'm not mad at all. I like him a lot. I asked him, didn't you see? I asked him, can you play golf this weekend? I don't ask people to play golf that I don't.
Calm down. All right. Just say, yes, I like him. I'm not mad. You don't have to go through a whole fucking song. And I complimented him on his pants 2 days ago.
He does wear nice pants. He wears those slim ones.
Please. Can we wrap it up? I can't take it anymore. I really can't.
Relax. You act like you're too good for everything.
It's not. It's not that. It's just that it's not fun to do podcasts with you because you're like unrelenting and you don't know how to have a conversation.
We've been having a conversation. conversation.
Yeah, it's
then when I brought up a point, you didn't. Maybe you go. I mean, when you don't like my point, and when it's valid.
When have you ever acknowledged that I said anything that was worthy? Ever?
All the time. All the time. I go, yeah, that's right. You're good. That's right. That's good.
I mean, you have a certain fixed way of thinking about things, and there's no changing it. You have zero learning curve on anything. You're not.
How could I have gotten this far in life if I haven't learned anything?
I don't know. It's actually kind of remarkable, and I plan to get some scientists in to take a look at you. I'm gonna. If you sign this, I got to give your brain to science when you're done. How did he even walk or talk with that brain? Well, he didn't talk that well.
Bonnie and I watched a long movie last night, and it wasn't bad.
But why are you like what? Like, let's just wrap it up. Do we need to go over?
Well, we've seen 3 movies in the last couple of nights.
But why? Like, who cares?
People, this is a segment where people. We saw the one with.
This is just wasting our time, their time.
No, the one with Don Cheadle.
The radio just needs to fucking get some actual content.
No, the one with Don Cheadle and Benicio del Toro. Very good, but hard to keep up with. It was a good movie.
It was a twist and a turn on every
little twist and turn was a twist and turn. That's our review on that one. Then what was the one we watched after that?
You watched
No, we watched another one together.
Yeah, the Tomorrow War.
No, we watched one in between.
No, you watched.
I watched Lansky, but that's stunk.
Lansky.
No, but instead of watching Lansky, we watched Trucker, Ice Road with Liam Neeson.
Ice Trucker?
Yeah, we watched 3 movies in Ice Trucker, which, same theme.
It was fun to make fun of.
Yeah, that was good.
There's not a lot of dialogue, so you can really go to town on mocking it.
And we can come up with our own dialogue like we do. Bonnie always says, suck my dick throughout a movie.
I try to say it at least one time throughout in a movie.
Yeah.
I like it when it's like it really is working out like a serious conversation between 2 men, and then I go, suck my dick. And then you did it on Ice Truckers. You got it on that one. That was a good one.
And then last night we watched, what was it? The
Tomorrow War.
Wasn't bad.
It was good. Marilyn Rice Cub, our friend, was in it, and she was great.
Well, she's more your friend. I know her, but she's your friend. She did our podcast when we did it in Montreal live. Mm-hmm. She was good. Her and George Wallace. George Wallace is so nice. He's just so nice to people.
Very funny.
Are you kidding me? He's very funny.
What did I say? What do you think I said?
You said not very funny.
I said, and very funny.
Oh, yeah, he is funny.
What did I say? Not very funny. Wouldn't I just not say anything?
Should I talk about the barbecue I wasn't invited to and how?
Go ahead. This is annoying.
I won't say the name, but it's a good story.
Okay. Can I just sleep?
Okay, listen. No, wait, listen to this. You'll like it. Can I and then we'll wrap it up. So, Wednesday night, I was at the stand, or it could have been Thursday, but it was Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm sitting outside with my manager and 2 other comics for 45 minutes talking, right? Then I find out one of those comics is having a barbecue on 4th of July or whatever. 5th of July. And I wasn't invited. And I'm going, wow, that's kind of weird, because I thought we were kind of got along in life. I did have a barbecue last year where I didn't invite him, but mine was a small one during the pandemic. It didn't even compare. Mine was, 10 people, whatever. So I wasn't invited. I'm like, wow. That's
it is amazing that you have to, like, I didn't invite him to my barbecue. No, it
was different.
He invited 17 more people than I invited to mine, and therefore.
No, but here's how I'm looking. Like, if I had a small dinner party versus, an open, it was different. It was different. Ours was a get-together. His was a big barbecue. and I was invited. I go, wow.
You don't see it's a little nutty to be angry? No. Okay.
I go, it's a little weird. I wasn't invited. I mean, we always talk and laugh at the same time. So, whatever. So then I'm having dinner with Norton Friday night. Mm-hmm. Had a nice dinner. And then we go over to the stand. And I tell Norton the story how I'm not invited to this thing. I go, I do have a little resentment. I wouldn't have gone most likely because I played golf, but a little resentment because you think, oh, I get along with this person. And then Norton goes, that's fucked up, whatever. So then I go to the stand.
Norton didn't say, don't worry about him, who gives a shit, that sort of thing?
Kind of probably. But I see Norton at the stand when we go over there, and he's talking to this person. Next thing you know, Norton's invited to the barbecue. He goes, and... what? Oh, is he more famous than me? Is he? I guess maybe the guy likes Norton better, but it's not a big deal.
There's no pot. Like I don't even understand. Like what? Like I see those people out in the hot sun sitting around. It's just like, ooh, who would want to do that?
Oh, how do you know? Maybe we're tense and no hot sun.
I saw pictures.
They had pictures of it.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
They had pictures?
Yeah, of course.
I heard it was not a lot of comics there.
It would be horrific to go. Having to small talk everybody in the hot sun? No, thanks.
Well,
you don't drink? I mean, really, the only reason to go to parties is so that you don't drink alone. And you don't drink, so what's the point?
No, to socialize.
Yeah, but you can socialize at the club. You socialize all the time.
Nah, you like to see your friends. When Bobby has his barbecues, they're great.
Well, there's a lot of people that you know there, and
and I socialize.
And also, it's sitting in the hot sun. It's not that great.
Well, no, he has umbrellas. Well, wait till we have our barbecue.
I want you to invite his wife and not him. Really send a message.
I'll probably invite him. I'm not that kind of person. I don't do tit for tat.
You've only been talking about this. It's so insane that you would there's so much going on in the world. There's just so much that you could be thinking of. There's jokes that you could be working on. And you sit around and you think about this fucking guy who's you don't even like necessarily.
Oh, I don't dislike him.
Well, I do. And
so don't put it on me.
But I'm just saying, whatever, who cares?
I really don't care.
If you got invited, this is the thing about you.
I wouldn't have
Can
gone.
I just say, this is your personality in a nutshell.
What?
When your phone doesn't ring, you go, why is no one calling me? When your phone rings, you go, why are they calling me? It's like, if he had have invited you, you'd be like, well, I don't want to go to a barbecue. You would have been angry that he invited you.
I wouldn't have been angry, but I would.
You would have called everyone being like, I'm going to go, but I don't want to.
No, I played golf that day. I wouldn't have gone.
Oh, you wouldn't have gone. So, I mean.
But it's just out of respect.
But if you want to look around the world at how the world is disrespecting you, it's everywhere. Don't stop there. I mean, it is.
Oh, I know. There's a lot of
It's one looking at you right now. I mean, it's around. It's available to you. You don't have to go.
But I get a lot of respect, too.
Well, if you want to look at if that's your thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like cancer.
You
Don't go looking for it or you'll find it. Don't go looking for fucking shit that you don't want to find.
All right. Well,
there is some benefit to putting blinders on to stupid shit like who gets invited to a barbecue or not.
Well, there was.
Listen, I'm not saying don't feel bad. You could feel a slight oh.
It just reminds me of my daughter when she wasn't invited to that party. I told you that story.
Oh my God, I'm sure she thinks about it every day, just like you do.
I think she forgot about it.
Yeah, you're still harboring some weird resentment.
No, not resentment. I just want to see.
It happens.
I saw my daughter in pain, and I didn't. like it.
But it happens to everyone. It's literally happened to everyone. Not everyone is invited to everything. Not everyone gets to have you. It's called FOMO, fear of missing out.
Wow.
You know what the number one thing is in that? Fear. So you're living your life with fear.
No.
If you've got FOMO, you're living your life full of fear.
What if you have homo?
Then you're
living
your best life.
All right, let's do some plugs. I think we got through this without fighting. It was a nice one. People don't like when we fight.
God, was it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to fight with you because you won't even like when you make mistakes, you won't admit it. You gaslight people.
I don't gaslight. I'm not a gaslighter.
You told Raina in the car. You were like, no.
Are you gonna bring up such petty little things?
Yeah, but you just said I don't gaslight.
It wasn't really a gaslight. It was a lie.
That's gaslighting.
Oh.
She was saying it was there, and you said, no, it's not. No, it wasn't.
Well,
or no,
I didn't
she
see
said
it,
you
yeah.
said something. You go, no, I didn't. No, I never said it. I never said it. When you did say it, and you know you said it.
I know.
Okay, so that's gaslighting, and it's psychologically damaging.
She's growing up so fast. It's unbelievable. We went to pick her up, and you just look at her. She's like a fucking teenager again. Like she was such a cute little kid and now she is just a teenager. No. Why should I? And no.
She's still pretty funny.
Yeah, she's very funny. I was driving the other day, and we were going to I think Lowe's or something, and it was fucking like 100 degrees. And I go to her. I go, some parents are the worst. Some parents leave their dogs or kids in the car in this heat and they die. And we pull up. She goes, "Can you leave me in the car, please?" without missing a beat. She's really funny. She's really smart. She has a great vocabulary. Probably gets it from me. That's
a joke. He's not letting you know that, but he even knows that one's a joke.
Do you have to explain?
Yes, because you said it so clear. Like
that's what a good actor I am.
I know, but the thing is, Rich, is that you would also say, "I have a great vocabulary."
I don't have a great vocabulary.
And fully
I don't have a great vocabulary.
Okay, go ahead.
I know that, but I know how to communicate with so many different types of people.
You're wonderful.
You're beautiful. Well, you are. When you doll up for this podcast,
I don't doll up. I put no makeup on. I literally
look at your shirt.
I blowed my hair out.
Something's getting blown in this house.
And then I put on this sweater, which is a little low cut, but
with no bra.
Yeah,
I like it.
I had a coffee stain on my T-shirt, so I just put this on.
Would you show a little more of your breasts on the podcast? Would you do that?
No, of course not. What?
I would show a little of my nuts.
I know you would. You would love to just be naked all the time, showing people your fucking. I mean,
What?
Your new drug is attention.
Oh no, that's the worst drug. Let me tell you, heroin has nothing on likes.
Oh my God! The joke is I can't believe.
Don't mess my joke up. Bonnie gave me a joke, and I'm going to put it in my recovery.
The joke is heroin wishes it could get people to do what likes can.
Yeah. The joke is
not heroin has nothing on likes.
Well, then you go. It wishes it could do what
it could get people to do
what likes can. All right. The newest, most powerful drug now. People
not the newest.
I mean, the most powerful drug
God,
now.
Give it back.
People think meth and crack and heroin ruin. Let me tell you, the most powerful drug right now is attention. Mm-hmm. It's attention. Heroin wishes it could do what likes does.
No.
Heroin, yes.
Wishes it could get people to do.
Heroin wishes it could get people to do what likes do.
Can. Oh, my God. Goodbye. I can't.
And it all started, you know where it all started?
Oh, this is the part. This is Rich's part.
It all started at Kmart. It all started.
Attention. You don't say attention Kmart shopper?
No, they know. That's where you let it off. You let the mind.
No, you got to say it. Take a break, but then you got to say it.
That's hacky, man.
There's a few stragglers.
Anyhow, listen. This Friday, I'll be at Governor's. This in Long Island. Saturday at Brokerage.
Oh, we're supposed to say Skankfest.
Oh yeah, okay. You do that, and I'll do. Can I do this, and then you do Skankfest, where my name's not even fucking listed.
I know.
It's not listed. Hey, can you plug this?
Very excited to announce that I'll be performing on Skankfest South in Houston, Texas, November 5th to 7th. The lineup is insane, with performances by Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane, among others. There will be over 150 performers, live podcasts, and mind-blowing shows. Tickets go on sale Monday, July 12th at 8 a.m. Eastern Time at skankfest.com. skankfest.net. That's skankfest.net. Here's some other people. Bob Saget, Doug Stanhope, Gilbert Gottfried, Tim Dillon, Ari Shafir, Shane Gillis, Jessica Curson, Todd Glass.
I like them all. So far, I've liked
Dan
everyone.
Soder, Mark Normand, Robert Kelly, the Legion of Skanks, and so many more.
Okay. So, yeah, go. It's going to be great. We always have a good time at that little festival, Skankfest. No, it's a nice festival. Friday, I'll be at Governor's. Saturday at Brogues Ridge. Sunday, myself, Joe List, Rosebud Baker, and Ian Laurie will be at Ridgefield Playhouse. Laura, I'm sorry, Ian Laura, at the Ridgefield Playhouse, 7:30 on Sunday. That's a great show. 4 headliners come out Sunday, 7:30, and Governors this weekend. Monday, I'm somewhere where am I Monday? I'll tell you right now if you give me 1 second.
Can I go?
No. Don't you have anything else you want? Oh, here. Monday, I'll be in Long Beach, wherever that is. Is it Queens, Long Island, somewhere?
Oh, so you just drive around until you find it.
In Long Beach. Well, Google my name in Long Beach and it'll come up. This weekend, the Governors, don't forget, and Sunday. And then next weekend, I'll be at Mohegan Sun. And then I got the Comedy Loft in D.C. and a bunch of other stuff, Florida, Austin. Bonnie, you're the greatest person to do a podcast with. I couldn't think of anybody else that is as good as you at this. I wouldn't have another podcast co-host. If it wasn't you, then it would be nobody.
That is so disappointing to hear. It really is, because it means like I couldn't like pawn this podcast off on anyone else.
I would do it with.
Can't you do it with Kelly, your ex-wife, and then that way we don't change the name and just be like, just put an X in front of it?
All right, I gotta run. I'm tired. Is that it? Are we done?
Yeah.
You want to say goodbye?
Okay, bye everyone.
So long. We're done. Peace out.
My Wife Hates Me was created and hosted by Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane, produced by John Baldwin. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button Podcasts. Subscribe to the podcast by visiting mywifehatesmepodcast.com.
It's really true, but somewhere deep down, she loves him too.